So today we are going to learn about how to import libraries. And in turn of and in order to import libraries, what we are going to do is first understand what a library is. So I have this Word document open here. I would need to write a few things down so that I can explain that to you properly. So we are going to learn about libraries in Python. So first, let's understand what a library is. You can define library in many different aspects, but in my opinion, if I would have to suggest you or make explain it to you in very simple words what a library is. Library is a chunk of code, not a chunk of code, it's actually chunk of functions related to a certain coding project. You can say that it's related to a certain coding project that you can import in Python and start working on it. Let's say that I open Python here. Just wait till the Python is opening. Okay, it has opened now. Let me close that. I'm not. So let's say that I open a new file here. First, write a code. I'm not doing it on the new file actually.
Sorry, I have not shared.
I'm not sharing screen. Okay, that's news. So let's say that we take a number here, and the number is supposed to be taken through input. So I'm going to just give it a name. Mark is equal to int input, enter a number, and it asks me to enter a number, and I can enter a number, let's say 36. Now if I write print sqrt math dot sqrt and write mark here, and I press enter, you would see that nothing is happening because math is not defined. This kind of a problem can occur in many of our functions if you are not using the correct library for that. So let's say that if I have to use this maths library functions, what I need to do is, let's say that I say that I need to import math. So import, sorry with the spellings, math. So once I have imported math and I try to run that program again, now you see that it gives me the answer. Previously, it was not giving me that. It wasn't giving me any answer because I wasn't telling the computer what did I mean with math.sqrt, because I wasn't using a particular library. I was using a simple programming in Python. I was not using complex or library based programming. So that is why it was not working previously. Now after I have imported math, it would help me to tell Python that I want all the math library functions to be included in your processing, so that whenever I call a math function, you just try to solve that as per the instructions that I have given without using this import math. I might not have been able to do that. So this is what libraries do. Libraries help you to include a lot of programming opportunities, a lot of programming possibilities for you in the actual program in which you want to use them. So that is what math libraries would do. Today we are going to learn about another library, and that library is called Turtle. What is the name of that library? Turtle. So that Turtle library is going to help you draw a lot of shapes, any kind of shape that you want to draw. You would be able to draw it using Python Turtle. It has a similar way of drawing the shapes. You might have done that in the level 1 course also. Process is almost this very similar. All you need to do is just import the library first and then start using it. So I'm going to import a library named Turtle. This Turtle library allows you to start working on the Turtle scenario. Turtle, you can say Turtle coding, Python Turtle coding. So Turtle coding is there so that you can draw shapes and you can learn actually how the coding works in the real time. Everything that you are going to do is going to happen in front of you at the same time. So you would be able to understand how the code is actually working. So after importing Turtle, the next thing that you need to do is set up the Turtle. And if you want to set up the Turtle, see, I have got this code cookbook here with me as well. This can also help us to understand anything that we want about Turtle coding. So after you have imported Turtle, see, the first thing that you did was import Turtle. After that, you need to define what is the shape of the turtle. So for that, we are going to use this code. The tracking the code is kind of very simple. All you need to do is write turtle, 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 dot sha shape, and then you have to tell the shape of your turtle. Generally, you would have to write turtle here. Initially, when you are starting it, you would have to write turtle here. Then afterwards, you can try to change the shape after this turtle has been implemented. Currently, the turtle has not been implemented. And when you would write turtle dot shape turtle, it's going to be implemented here. Press enter, and now you see that a new window opens in front of me having a turtle in the middle. Can you see this turtle?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So if you can see this turtle, I would tell you that how to move this turtle also, but let's try to figure it out how to change the size of this turtle so that turtle looks a little bigger.
How did you got the turtle?
After writing this, once I wrote these first two lines of code, import turtle and then turtle dot shape turtle. Let me explain you the process once again. You are
Sir,
opening up.
sir, I have.
Let's do it from top once again. So you are opening Python, idle Python. Okay, you have to open idle Python. Do not create a new file after that, just open idle Python. Python, 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 Python. So once Python opens, you do not need to create a new file. Just stay on this idle shell. I will just put it on one side like that here. I'll just put it on one side here and now I will start writing code in that. First code that you need to write is import turtle and then just simply press enter. Once you have imported turtle, now you can start using turtle command. Before that, if you would use any turtle command, it would not work. Okay. Now you need to show turtle. So in order to show turtle, you need to write turtle dot shape, and in the brackets you have to write in inverted commas in single quotation marks turtle. Now you press enter and a turtle window would appear. Right? Have you got this?
Yes, fine.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now the let's do the next thing. The next thing that we are going to do is change the background color of this turtle window. So in order to change the background color, what you need to do is use a background color code, and it's called turtle dot screen background color. So the code is going to go something like that. Turtle dot screen. Remember, in this turtle dot shape, when you are using it, S is small, but in this turtle screen, S is capital. Remember that. In turtle shape, everything is in small letters. In turtle dot screen, screens, S is in capital letters. Remember that this is a case sensitive language. If I use small s instead of the capital S, it's not going to work. So turtle dot screen. So you are going to change the settings of the turtle screen. And the setting that you are going to change right now is its background color. Currently, you can only tell the names of the colors. You have to write the names of the color here. Let's say that if you want to change the color, background color to green, you can write green here. If you want to change the background color to, let's say, yellow, you can write yellow here. If you want to change the color to red, you would have to write red here. If you want to change the color to blue, you can write blue here. If you want to change a different shade of blue, maybe you can write navy blue here. It changes the blue shade. Similarly, I can try adding some detail of red color also to find out if it works. It does not work. This means that we can't use every color that we want here. We could only use a limited colors, right? A limited number of colors can be used if we are using this method. This method is that we are using the name of the color to identify which color do we want, right? But there is another method through which we can change the colors, like in their shades also. Like green, we can use dark green, light green, parrot green, we get sea green, these kind of colors. When we say yellow, we can use deep yellow, bright yellow, lemon yellow, pale yellow. All these colors are here, but we can't tell our turtle to use colors like that. But if we change its color settings, we might be able to do that. How to change the color settings, I will explain that to you. See, there is a code written for that. It's called color mode. What is it called? Color mode. Color mode is basically what kind of colors do we want to use. If we say that we want to use this color mode, which says 255, this way we would be able to use colors or tell colors in the form of numbers also. You can use the color codes to explain what color do you want to show on screen. I will tell you how to work on these color codes also. So first, let's change the setting of our color code. So you're going to write turtle dot screen with a capital S, brackets, and after that you are going to write color mode and write 255 here. So you are going to use this 255 color mode now. Previously you were using the name color mode. Like you tell the name of the color and this color would be painted on your screen's background. What you are now going to do is what you are now going to use is the color mode of 255 colors. So this color is going to be like numbered from 0 to 255. There is a whole table that explains how these colors are made. I will show that to you also, and I will show you some examples from the internet to start working. But there are a few colors that I want you to understand or learn by heart first. When we write now, when we write the color now, like BG color is for the background. So when I try to change the background color now, previously you could see that I was only typing in the name of the color in inverted commas. Now I would have to use this kind of a code, three numbers separated by commas. So now you're going to use three numbers separated by commas. So something like number A, B, and C. These are three numbers A, B, and C. There is a range of these numbers. If I would open, let's say, Microsoft Word here, range of colors in 255 color mode. So I have written right now A, B, and C. These three colors, these three elements that I have written here, A, B, and C. First one I have written is A. This is basically red. So the first number would represent the red color. Now we are talking about mixing the colors. Who knows that how many, what are the primary colors names? How many primary colors are there? Do you guys know how many primary colors are there? Hello everyone.
Yeah, I can't
Three.
remember.
I'm
Three.
asking about, yes, there are three types of three primary colors. And what are their names? They are called as RGB, red, green,
Red, green, and blue.
and blue. Yes, you're right. So these three colors that we have here, these three, like first color, second color, and third color, these are also R, G, and B. So now you would have to tell that how much of the red color do you need, how much of the green color do you need, and how much of the blue color do you need. And these colors are going to mix up together and give you a color that you want. So all these numbers, red, green, and blue, they can be from 0 till 255. So you can use these numbers in forms of 0 till 255. You can write 0. This would mean that red color is not included. You can write 255. That means full red color is included. Similarly, you can write 0 for the green value. That would mean no red color, no green color included. And if you write 255 in the green value, that means full green color included. So let's try to see that how these color combinations work now. First, I'm going to make red full, green 0, and blue 0. Now, you would see that the background color has turned to red. Now, I'm going to use the same code, but instead of making red full, I am going to make green full, which means green is going to be 255. And now I'm going to use the same code and make blue full. Right? So this is how these colors would work. Now you can mix these colors also. Let's say that if I want to mix all of the colors to full, what do you think the color would be now? All of the red color, all of the blue color, and all of the green color. I mix all of them in full. What is the color that I'm going to get now? What color do you think that I would get now? If I mix red, green, and blue all together in full, what is the color do you think that I would get now? Any ideas? If you mix all of these colors together, like red, green, and blue, all of them together, these basically are not colors, these are lights.
Sir, white.
Yes. So these are basically lights, and if you turn on all the lights, you are going to get white color. And similarly, if I make them 0, 0, 0, it means that I'm turning off all the lights. So if I turn off all the lights, what do I get? Black color.
Black.
Yes, that's fine. Now let's go to Google and try to see some color codes that we are going to practice. Hexadecimal. It's not actually hexadecimal. I'm going to write 0 to 255 color codes. That's RGB color codes, I guess. RGB color codes. See, these are the values here. Now, when you write red, it basically means red. You can't write maroon and you can't get a maroon color or dark red color. So, this would help us to understand that how does these colors work. Now you can see that there are a lot of colors here. There are a lot of colors here. Like these are some basic colors, and now these are some shades of the same color. Like there are a lot of shades of red colors. Then you get a few shades of yellow, then a few shades of green, sea greens, blues, and then regular blues, magentas, indigos, purples, beiges, browns. So a lot of colors are here. So if you have to, let's say, pick up any color that you want, golden yellow color. So this golden rod is 2181653 2. So if I just copy this code from here and paste it like here, something like that. Now I press enter, nothing is happening actually. Nothing happened. Why didn't anything happen? Let me see. Let's add some spaces in that. Okay, maybe it doesn't understand this color. Or if I type it in myself, it should have given me the, okay, my bad. That's right here. So now if I enter this one, see that it changes to golden color. That's perfectly fine. Similarly, if I want to change it to the maroon color, I can use the maroon colors code. Maroon colors code is simple as 12800. So just to be on the safer side, we are going to use the same code. We're going to write 0, 0 green, 0 blue, and then only red, but that not too very bright. More, adding more colors here, 0 to 255. The more color that you add, like if you add more than 200 or closer to 255, the higher the number, the brightness is going to be more in that. And if you use a smaller number, there is going to be less brightness in that. Like this is maroon, you can even make it darker if you just make this 30. You see that it's basically the red color, but there is a lot of darkness in that. Okay. After that, we have adjusted the colors. I would say that I would choose this color. Now we can now we can figure out how to start using a turtle. So there are actually only 4 codes that help you to move your turtle on screen. The first code is forward, next is back, then there is left, then there is right. So there are only 4 lines of code that would help you to draw anything that you want. Let's say we want to draw a rectangle. So I would say turtle dot forward and tell it to move 100 steps. And now it has moved 100 steps. I would now want it to turn. I would ask you to turtle dot left 90 and it's going to turn. After that, I'm going to use same code and then this code, and now I have made a square. That was perfectly fine for me. Now let's try to do that once again using a for loop, using a repeat loop. How do you use a for loop? We are going to say I is equal to 1 and then for I in range 1 to 4. Okay. So you use this one again and end it with this one. And now you write turtle dot forward 100 steps, and what happens if I press enter? Turtle dot left 90. See, it has helped me draw that shape. Now I'm going to use the same code like this one and draw some other shape now. So I'm going to write 4. So I'm going to write 4 I in range. Let's draw a shape with 7 sides now or 6 sides now. Let's draw a shape with 6 sides now. So in order to draw a shape with 6 sides, what you need to do is just use I in range 1 till 7. Again, the same mistake we have made. We need to use this colon mark at the end. For I in range 1 till 7, use turtle dot forward 100 steps and turtle dot left 60 degrees. You can see that it has helped us to draw a hexagon with that. I would now give you the task that right now you guys try to draw at least 3 shapes and show it to me next week. Is that fine?
Yes, sir.
And you have to draw the shapes using for loop as much as you can. Anything else that you guys want to ask? ठीक है, ब्रेड थोड़ी ज्यादा डली है। छोटे छोटे बनाए कितने मैंने बस Okay everyone, thank you so much for joining in today. Allah Hafiz.